Good morning YouTube, welcome to today's video. What we're going to be going over in this video is I'm going to take you through a day of eating, and it's middle of September, so it's getting a little chilly out, so you know what that means? It's bulking season. So I have started my bulk. I'm going to be bulking, I believe, for about 10 months. Going to do, of course, the lean, slow approach, which I recommend for anyone because you want to maximize the amount of time you spent training in a surplus, so you have better training, you gain less fat, in total throughout the process, and you just feel your best throughout that whole time. Because I have had an experience where I did the whole YOLO bulk kind of, and I was eating 5,200 calories a day for 2.5 months, and I put on 34 pounds, and it wasn't too pretty. So what we're going to be focusing on throughout this bulking phase is lean body mass gains and taking our time with that weight gain. So the goal calories for today, to reflect that, I bumped up from 2,925 calories, which was about maintenance. Now I believe I'm like a week or two into my bulk, and I'm at 3,050 calories. Protein is going to stay the same at 250 grams, and we're going to also be aiming for that minimum of 40 grams of fiber. So I'm about to make breakfast. I just woke up. It's a little after 4. Usually me and Nicole will both go train at 5 at Crunch, so we can train together for at least an hour. But she's not looking like she's getting up this morning, but we'll see. So I just also put on some coffee, and now that is getting made right now. But has anyone ever had the Colombian coffee from Starbucks? This stuff smells, it's the worst smelling coffee I've ever like had. If you open it up, it smells like dead fish mixed with like coffee beans. So it doesn't taste that bad, but it just doesn't smell good. I'm just wondering if anyone's had that experience with this coffee. She awakens! She got awake. So here we have breakfast, and it's the usual if you've been following me for some time. So let's check that right now. Alright, so we have the s'more cereal, which is the goat. We got puffed wheat, and we got some PE Science chocolate frosted cupcake mixed into a pudding consistency, and that I highly recommend. Out of all the proteins, that one makes the best pudding. Some of the other flavors, they make really good shakes, but maybe they don't taste as good as a pudding. But this frosted chocolate cupcake, A1. And this is what the puffed wheat looks like. It's like $1.50 for this box. And this is the greatest cereal of all time, and it is definitely worth $4 a box. It's the only cereal I will pay that much for, but it's really good. Definitely give it a try. I'm gonna eat this up and put on a YouTube video. So chowing down right now, and we're watching some MKBHD because I'm a big fan of Marquez. Oh, there is his logo. MKBHD, because all the Apple stuff just dropped, and I think today actually the new iPhone's coming into the mail, so that's going to be exciting. So I'm just going to eat this up, get my smelly coffee, and then me and Nicole are going to head to the gym. And now we got the double cup of coffee, and it's got a cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk in there as well, and a little bit of sweetener. So I'm going to drink this up, get caffeinated, and then off to the gym. Alright, so now we're about to head to the gym. I have my prolific and high volume mixed together, and the flavors that I used actually is the high volume cotton candy stacked with Jeff Nippard's signature flavor, if you can see that. Man, my lighting sucks. We got the kiwi lime, that's the Jeff Nippard's signature flavor, and as you know, I'm going through a little hip hop phase with the songs I like, and I'm listening to Ski Mask, the Slump God. I'm actually really digging his music. If you haven't listened to him, he's got a very distinct style, lyrics, and his music videos are really, really, really trippy. But I really enjoy his music right now, so I'll probably listen to that in the gym. Also, probably some audiobooks. I spent the last 30 minutes just hanging out with Nicole because she is taking a nap instead of training today, but whatever works. Alright, so I know I'm gonna get this question. How is the lime, how is the kiwi lime flavor from PE Science? And to be honest, like, when is lime really like a top tier flavor? But I mean, it's not bad, it's not bad. The kiwi lime is a good flavor, and definitely really fresh, so I do like the Jeff Nippard flavor, but it's not gonna be my favorite. It's not better than the raspberry lemonade, which is my personal favorite. But again, this is really subjective because one of my clients, Doug, he tried the raspberry lemonade and he said he was not a fan, even though it's my #1 by far.
So definitely give the kiwi line a try. I haven't found anything that was kiwi flavored in the past, so it's pretty cool to see. So right now, starting off with some bench press, and I'm listening to, instead of music, I bought 5 ebooks yesterday, so I'm listening to Influence by Robert Cialdini. Yeah, it's really good so far. Learning about the theory of reciprocity and some psychology type stuff. So I guess doing some personal development while doing some physical development. So I'll show you how these types go.
Alright, so I just got back from the gym, had a fantastic workout, but now I have 10 minutes until a call to onboard a new client, so I gotta get some food in, don't have much time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have some of the chicken I made yesterday, so let me show you what that looks like. Alright, so this is some of the fried chicken that I made yesterday. If you can see that, it's not too bad looking, not too bad. So I got that recipe from Belt Sander, I believe his page is called, and I guess I'll put a picture right there. It's a fantastic recipe book, probably my favorite of all time. Closely followed, flexible dieting lifestyle, also has some great recipes as well. But made that, it used a lot of spices and then cornflakes. So now is where the tracking gets really fun and really difficult. The way that I'm gonna do this, and I should teach an advanced math class on tracking macros because this gets intense. So these numbers are the raw chicken in a bowl, and I had 2 bowls, so I add those together. Then after I got them all on pans, subtract the weight of the 2 bowls, and then what is this multiplication? Oh yeah, and then since it was raw chicken, I multiply that by 0.75 because usually 4 ounces of raw chicken turns into 3 ounces of cooked chicken. So that would give me the total grams of cooked chicken that I had, and then what I did with that number is I used 8 servings of cornflakes, which I forgot how many grams that was, so I'll put that number here. And then what I did, just to get how many grams of cornflakes per gram of chicken, I then divided the total number of cooked chicken by the total number of cornflakes, so I have the amount of cornflakes per gram of chicken. So that's the way I track this. Yeah, that's really complicated. That's like, I guess that would be like CD calc. So I'm gonna track that up. I'm gonna weigh out some chicken, get this call done, and then I got a bunch of nonsense to do today. I'm gonna get a peel box or 2, so excited for that. I've been putting that off way too long. But first, chicken time. All right, so meal number 2, because I'm in a rush. And also I did the math, so we got, if you can see that, now you can see that. So 2,706 grams of cooked chicken there is, and I used 224 grams of cornflakes, and then by dividing those, there is 1 gram of cornflakes per every 12.1 grams of chicken. So I have 278 grams of the chicken right here. And I know this isn't a perfect way to track it, but this is just a way because everything was so hot that I couldn't weigh out the total amount of food. I'll go into detail more how I would do those kinds of things. If you think that would be helpful, leave a comment down below. But I have 278 grams of this fried chicken, and then I'm gonna eat this right now and get to this call. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Things have been a mess since I last talked to you guys. So I'm gonna have 2 PE Science protein bars. It's gonna give me like 24 grams of fiber and I think about 35 or 40 grams of protein. See those macros right here. But what I've been working on since that first call, got on that first call, and then the new iPhone comes in today, so I have to back up my old iPhone. Then I was having that error 43 thing, so whenever I try to move any files, it would just say, oh, we can't find this file, so it was just a mess. But all I had to do was shut down my computer and then start it up again. So it had to, like, I guess restore RAM or something like that. But yeah, I guess tip for you guys, shut down your computer maybe once a month. But got that thing rolling, things are going good now. Got another call in like 10 minutes, so that's why I'm having this really quick, I guess lunch this would be. And then Nicole comes back around 4 and it's already about 12:30. So I'll talk to you guys after this next call, and then maybe I'll actually make a real meal for the first time of the day. And I need some veggies. All right, here we are in the office. So it got redone a little bit, but here we are. I am working on a bunch of stuff and it's a little bit of a mess, but gonna eat some frozen
raspberries. These are awesome, and I usually say, especially with my clients and myself, to aim for like minimum 4 servings of vegetables every day because they're typically more micronutrient dense than fruits and usually a lot lower in caloric density. The one thing with fruits, so typically with fruits there's a lot of sugar. Not necessarily sugar is bad, but it has calories and it's not that filling. So if you have a lot of fruit, your calories could accumulate pretty quickly. So that's why I'd rather have people have vegetables because it keeps calories down, has you feel full, and gets a lot of micronutrients in. One thing with fruits is I would probably say that raspberries are, and just berries, strawberries, blueberries, those are pretty rich in some micronutrients, but also they're low in caloric density, very high in fiber. So the raspberry macros right here, that's for like 170 grams, and I like to eat them frozen because they get all mushy if they're not frozen. Let me open this up. This is what a frozen raspberry looks like, if you can see that, and then it's cool. Each little like seed kind of just like pops off, and then that's how you can eat it. So it's fun that it like falls apart, if that ever does focus. So it's actually really fun to eat, and they last a lot longer. And who likes mushy raspberries? Because I don't. And then aside from that, what I'm working on right now is I got all my clients some program t-shirts for the Healthy Flesh prescription, and they came out okay with the print, but that is what the shirt looks like. That is the logo, so sending that out to everyone, and then also writing a personalized note for everyone who's getting started. Little dream big action because we're getting started, and then also some thank you notes to clients that took part in the Q&A and stuff. So it's always fun to be able to give back to clients because they are making me able to do all this. They trusted me with their health and fitness, and we're crushing it, man. So having a lot of fun with that. Also, what else am I doing today? So I mentioned I wanted to get a P.O. box today, but it's not gonna happen today because I applied for a new business card. So that's coming in, I think in 2 days, so I'll wait off on that to make that a write-off, and then also try to get that sign-up bonus. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm eating some raspberries, getting some work done, and then Nicole comes back in a couple hours, but what I'm gonna do until then, finish banging out these notes, send out these shirts. I'll actually just bag them all up and get them ready to go because I want a P.O. box for my return address with Buff Penguin and Hejnasty, and also so my return address isn't my home address anymore because that's not too safe. But also, if anyone here wants to send me anything, I think before this video is up, I'll have that P.O. box. So this one will be for Hejnasty LLC, and then I may have a separate one for Buff Penguin. I'm not sure if I can do 2 LLCs in the same P.O. box, but gonna figure that out by this time. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'll let you guys in on what I have for the next meal, but just gonna get some work done and bang this out. That was my one goal for today. So I know that this question may come up, but it's, Kevin, now that you're bulking, are you eating, like what are you eating differently? And right now as it is, my calories aren't too much higher. So what I'm doing in regards to just my food selection, it's pretty much just a little bit more of the foods I've been eating. Once I get to the point where I'm at like 3,500, then maybe I'll get more into more calorie dense foods. But as it is right now, I don't really have to rely on any of that. I have a high appetite, so I may never have to rely on Ben & Jerry's to hit my calories. But I am incorporating a little more of the slow churned ice creams, which are still low calorie ice creams, but I'm able to fit in a couple servings of that. But besides that, everything is pretty much the same. Still eating a lot of veggies, frozen fruits, big, that's a big recommendation, big tip there, to do some frozen berries, because they go bad after like 3 days anyway. But that's how my diet's looking like right now. Again, it's just a really busy day. So take you along with me and hopefully get to see my little brother's football game later. All right, I know that I am not a tech YouTuber. I loosely call myself a fitness YouTuber, but I got a package in the mail. This is, well, should be what we've been expecting. I had to sign for it. So today is Friday, the 21st. So the new iPhone did come in. They started shipping these out. So I did get one. I got the one with the bigger memory just because I take a lot of selfies and a lot of videos in the gym. So if you want to know all the specs and stuff of the new iPhone, then definitely check a tech-based YouTube channel. I'm just showing you, I guess, because it did come in today. So we went with the gold. Oh, I gotta bring this in and get a screen protector. But yeah, so we got the gold here. I'm gonna set this up, and well, actually, yeah, I gotta set it up and everything, but that is what it looks like, and it's supposed to be a little bigger.
This is backing up right now, but this is the size difference. A little bit. Not much bigger, it seems. Just a little bit. But yeah, that is the new iPhone, so I gotta get a case for that ASAP because I don't trust myself. But back to macros and stuff, I just wanted to show you guys because it happens that I am shooting a day of eating and the new phone came in, so I'll show you guys that soon. Back to some food. Alright, so right now we are making dinner. So I got some russet potatoes that I baked. It takes forever to bake potatoes. It took like an hour the other day, but I got 730 grams of potato action going. Cut them down the center and then cut them down the side again. Because I'm going to be covering these with some 2% cheese, and I have some 93.7 beef in here. And there's a piece of steak that I might as well just take care of. So this is what it all looks like before it's cooked. Now I'm gonna show you what it looks like after it's cooked. Alrighty, and here is what we got going for dinner. Let me take this over here. So we have some of that potato action. Potates, going potate. So potatoes again are really high in the satiety index. So I think it's the highest food tested in just overall satiety, so how satiated you feel after eating them per calorie. So I would that really surprised me too, like over vegetables or anything. So try out some russet potatoes more often, some baked potatoes. This meal was inspired by a couple days ago, me and Nicole went to Wendy's and I got the baked potato and I was like, damn, this is really damn good. And I hadn't had a baked potato in years. So next day I made like 8 baked potatoes. So cover this one in cheese and we got a little bit of 93.7 on it. Calories are right here and I'm gonna get into this. Alright, so it's about 6 o'clock, so we are gonna make the hour trip down to Delran to my old high school where my neighbor RJ is playing football. And the last game we went to at Delran High School, he had forced fumble, interception, caught a touchdown, and ran for a 90-yard touchdown run. So we definitely don't want to miss this game. I've grown up with RJ. I used to babysit him, and he's pretty much like a little brother to me. So definitely got to go cheer him on. Nicole's putting together some vanity light sets, so we were working on that for a little bit, and it's a work in progress. I'll show you guys that when we get back, maybe. Or I'll show you guys right now. So here's that vanity we're working on. So we got some lights here. It's a real DIY work. And then there is some mirror we got from Lowe's, it's just a plain one, and then trying to put that all together, but it's kind of a mess because the frame is having issues fitting the wires under and we had to drill through it. It's just a fun time, but we'll finish it up when we get back, or we'll finish it up eventually. So off to RJ's game. We made it to my very favorite place to get ice cream. This is the Meadows in Delran. I don't know if you can see their sign. I don't think you can, but they have the best no sugar added froyo known to man. It's like super fluffy. I'm gonna show you what it's like. All right, so what is this thing of beauty we got here? We got an entire quart of the fat-free, no sugar added frozen yogurt. And what do you have, Nicole?
A peanut butter cup.
Bing bong. And how is that? Solid. And then let me show you, this is really like custardy. So like, the thing with custard is usually like thick and fluffy action. So bang. Even though it's froyo and it's pretty low calorie, like this stuff is really like thick. So good. And we like them thick. So I'm gonna eat this up. Macros are down below for the entire quart. And then we got an hour-long drive to get back home, and it's about 10 o'clock. All right, so we just got back, and it's about the end of the day, so I'm gonna do half of this bag of spinach, which is sadly one serving, so that's really big. Again, spinach is a huge serving size, so even if you're having a handful of spinach, you're probably having like a half serving. But that's gonna do it for today. My total activity is 585 calories from activity, so that means that's 185 calories added. I think I may be just slightly over, but that is it for the day. My total macros are right here. They're gonna multiply those into the total calories right there. And I am very tired, but it was awesome to see RJ play. But now I gotta get some sleep. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this day of bulking. And there's gonna be a lot more coming and a lot more calories because I'm gonna keep bumping that up over time to get some weight gain. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and keep it flexible. See you.